Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is doing. Oh, sorry. I hope everybody is doing amazing. I'm your girl, Miss T with the T, and today we're going to be speaking to wellness and motivation YouTuber by the name of Milah Renee. Hello, everybody coming in. Welcome in, Boss Lady and Naki T. Sis Milah is the truth, a true sister for sisters. I'll be on. Thank you so very much for coming on. And without further ado, I would like to welcome Miss Milah back here. Oh, there we go. Good morning, Grand Rising. How you doing?
Grand Rising. I'm well, Queen. How are you?
I'm doing amazing, amazing. Another day to see. Oh
And that's
man,
right.
yes. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you coming and sharing your channel with us.
Thank you for reaching out. That's what we all need to always do. Definitely reach out and spread the word. I definitely enjoy your channel as well, especially the gardening. That's something I really want to get into. I need to get into more. So I definitely respect and appreciate that.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Let me say hi to official Jamia and Life of Jewels. Good morning. Good morning. I can start saying Grand Rising. I just recently learned the background behind that, so I'm trying to go into saying Grand Rising. But you've been saying something all your life and trying to break the habit.
Absolutely, 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 and both work because I think some people who don't say good morning, they look at the word morning, MOURNING, and try to correlate that, but there's no correlation. So, good morning, grand rising, hi, it works, it works.
Mm. So tell us, thank you everybody for coming in. Tell us about your channel. Hello, Annabus.
That's my fiance. Hey, baby. Anubis TV. But my channel is, as Miss T said, it is focused on health and wellness. Um, and my target audience is, of course, what I am, Black women, all women, but specifically Black women. And the reason for that is because Black women are leading in clinical obesity, which is basically, in short, it's an obesity that exists with other life-threatening conditions such as diabetes, high blood pressure, all types of different heart diseases that negatively affect us definitely when we are overweight, clinically obese.
Right. So what made is that what started you on the health journey, or like how long have you been in working out and everything?
Well, I would say off and on my entire life, I've always, well, no, I take that back. Not always been into health and wellness, but I've been aware of my body in a sense. Growing up, I didn't really have a lot of examples of women in my family actually taking their health and wellness seriously. I observed my mother and other women in my family doing a lot of crash diets. With the Slim Fast back in the 80s and things, that was a big thing. And we used to sneak and drink them and thought it was like milkshakes, right? So what does that really do? But that was a mentality. I never really saw women really exercising, learning about health and wellness, the importance of drinking water. I never saw that. So, of course, throughout my life, you have children, your body changes, you go through situations in life. I was born in May. I'm a Taurus. I don't really get into horoscopes, but there's some truth to that. For a while, I was an emotional eater and very stubborn in my habits to say, this makes me feel good. So I'm going to keep doing this. And when I would feel down, that's something that I would do. I would replace the need to, or the actual, the necessity to take care of my health and wellness. I would replace that with bad habits like poor eating, just being lazy, true Taurus nature, even though I'm not at this point. And there was a point that I was. So just going through life, seeing that and noticing that my body was up and down. I was changing too much, hit 40, and I'm like, I shouldn't feel this way. My knees shouldn't hurt. My back
Mm,
shouldn't hurt. I'm only 40 years old and I'm uncomfortable and I'm losing my breath. Mind you, during 2017, I was in a terrible situation. 2019, great life changing event. And that's when it really just snapped. I'm like, okay, I want to live. Going to the doctor, being told, hey, your blood pressure is out of whack. Blood work wise, things look good, but your blood pressure is so out of whack that if you don't get this in check, you won't make it to 45. Here I am, 45, in the best health of my life,
Wow.
in the best health of my life. Yes. And it basically sparked from that a decision. The decision has to be made. When you change your mind, change your thinking, you truly change your life. And that is what I followed. The first thing that I did, I focused on my diet, on my lifestyle of eating. I cut sodas out.
Mm.
I cut processed sugar out. I went cold turkey, hadn't had bread up until recently for years. I just stopped. I was like, nope, okay, because I
Right.
bought this book that was like how to eat for your blood type. And so I
Mm-hmm.
learned some things that I was eating that was keeping me down and making me feel lethargic and wasn't really doing what wasn't giving my body what it needed. So just basically the process of learning, slowly beginning to eat better, and then incorporating exercise as the weight started to come off. Because again, first it's a mindset. I had to get my mind in order so that my body would follow.
You know what? You are speaking my language. I'm so glad we're doing this collaboration. So yeah, I'm like you. I can only speak black women because that's all I know. I don't know any other race. But yeah, I grew up
Absolutely.
in the '80s. You know, crash diets, watching everybody. I was drinking them Slim Fast too. Now I'm in my 40s, knees hurting and everything, trying to do better, eat better. I'm slowly transitioning. I haven't like went all the way just like that, but yeah, I eventually would like to eat better, probably like work out a little bit here and there. But it's all it's all it's to better ourselves.
Absolutely. And I'm telling you, start now. A lot of us think that, okay, well, I'm in my 40s or I'm 50. What's the point? Like, no, you can literally in your 40s be in better health and wellness, better health condition, better shape than you were in your 20s. It's just all about that mindset. You have to get the will, you have to be consistent, you have to be disciplined. And that is the biggest thing I think with a lot with myself. That was my biggest thing, is being disciplined. I would lose that first 10 pounds, like, oh, I'm fine. I can wear
Hmm.
this. So I'm not gonna keep going. But then I realized, yeah, I lost that 10 pounds, but I'm still out of breath. I'm still not as flexible as I once was. I'm still having issues with my knees. I'm still not comfortable in my skin. I'm not comfortable naked, because that's the true test. We can put
Right.
on, our Spanx, things like that, and we feel like, okay, I look good. I can't breathe, but I look good in this outfit. No, when you can stand in front of that mirror with no clothes on and be comfortable with what you see, you've done it. You can walk in any room with the greatest confidence because you really are who it is that you say you are. You really are that person that you post. You are her. And that does something different for your mentality and definitely for your discipline and your will to continue. So just truly doing the work
Right.
makes a major difference. You have to do the work. Start slow, but start.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome in, Trish, Natural. Yeah, I've been to the gym before and I lost a couple pounds, but I've never like since giving birth like been 100% like, oh, my body is the bomb. Let me see. Telling the truth, boss lady said, cut the meat. The weight will fall off fast, and women stop bleeding as well. Oh, stop bleeding as well. It's the it's the meat, but some need iron for anemia. Yeah, I'm anemic. So do you have like how did you stop cold turkey? Do you eat meat still? Like, what's
I
your
do. I,
journey?
I actually do. I try not to as much as I can, but I still eat. I don't eat pork. I don't eat beef. Although I tried. I don't even want to give them a plug, but it is what it is. I tried Trill Burger with my fiance Reese a couple of months ago. It was delicious, but I got sick because my body wasn't used to it. So I'll eat
Mm,
chicken every now and then. I eat fish, things like that. But it really my the way that I eat now, it just really depends on how I feel. But something that I try to practice consistently is intermittent fasting. And
mm-hmm.
that's where you have a certain amount of hours where you eat and a certain amount of hours where you don't eat to allow your body a chance to truly digest your food. Um, what she said about, I think that was a woman, but what she said about eating meat, there's a lot of truth to that. Women who suffer from heavy menstrual cycles and things like that, if you reduce the amount of meat that you eat, you'll definitely reduce your days. You'll reduce a lot of the secondary things that come along, the pain, the bloating. You'll reduce a lot of that when you reduce how much meat you eat, and also adding cucumbers in your diet as a regular part of your eating lifestyle will definitely have a great impact on that. So,
Yeah, I
and
seen your story
kale,
about the. Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
Oh,
ahead.
what you say? Oh no,
I
I
was
was
just
gonna. I
saying for
saw your
those
short
who,
about the cucumbers. Uh huh.
hmm
No,
they
you.
do so much
Yeah, I
for
was
your
just.
body.
Yeah, that's what's up. Welcome
Yeah.
in, Black Guns and Garden. But yeah, I'm anemic, and I have the heavy bleeding. But I do think I do eat
Hmm.
a lot of meat. Like I don't take
Mm,
my, it is like you said, it is what it is. Like I don't eat really
yeah.
pork, just bacon. But I do eat a lot, just because I'm like, oh, that looks good, that sounds good. So
Hmm.
yeah, I try to cut back. But lately, I've been eating salmon and salads and stuff like that. And if I go too long without eating like heavy meats, then I kind of get scared. I'll be like, do I really want to go back into it? Then eventually I do, but I just need to stick with it. That's the problem, just sticking with
Yeah.
it. I just feel like you
Yeah.
said, I felt good about, oh, I lost this much weight. I lost this much weight. But our bodies is like, okay, you got to stay with that same process.
Absolutely. And and of course the aesthetics is important for women, especially black women. Aesthetics is crucially important for us. Something that my fiance told me a couple of months ago. He said, your body is your calling card. And so, and we were just talking like, in regard to, even when you go on job interviews and things like that, those people, if you are working or working for yourself, they're going to look at you in a way to say, well, how well does she take care of herself? How well does he take care of herself? This is how I can say, I know this person is going to come in and take care of my business, even though we should be doing everything to be self-sufficient, to start our own businesses. But if you are, at a point where you're working, that's something that they look at, your body, how you take care of yourself, even when it comes down to in this day and age dating. I tell my son, and other men that I may speak to, the way that she takes care of herself is a great indicator for how she's going to take care of you. So if we don't get in our minds as women, and again, for me, I'm pushing for black women because we win, but I want us to win all the way around, and I want us to win authentically, not with fillers, not with um, adding all these things to compress our bodies. None of that. I want you to win in the skin that you have because you are who you are. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that we cannot do. It is just a matter of putting our minds to it and being consistent with it. The way and presenting ourselves to the world, not just in talk, in the rhetoric, I'm great, I'm this, I'm the original woman. Well, be that. If you say you're that, you have to be that. And that is to me, um, and some people say, oh, you're hard, you're hard. I'm really not, because the way that I talk to everyone else is the way that I talk to myself in the mirror. Actually, the way that I talk to myself in the mirror is much harsher than anything that I would say to anybody else, because I hold myself to a high level of accountability. I can't talk about it if I'm not being about it. I can't tell somebody else something and I haven't done it. I don't even share things on my channel unless I've tried it for myself for a period of time and I can honestly say, okay, if I share this with my sisters, it's going to work. So it's just consistency is so important, and being disciplined. That goes for men and women, because brothers, y'all know, as y'all age, that midsection kind of just says, bye bye. I'm going over here, 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 and here. You can control that by being disciplined. So, yeah. But back to what I was saying, your body is your calling card. So when you think about it that way, that should be the one thing to say, okay, I'm going to be disciplined. I'm going to be consistent now because it's my body. I'm not going to get another one. Nobody's going to come in and say, hey, you can borrow my body. Hey, I can do this. You can go get all the surgeries in the world, but you're still unhealthy. You're still going to look unbalanced because the work didn't work or you didn't do the work. So, uh, yeah, I don't want to ramble, but that's, where
I'm
I
just
am with that.
meeting and greeting everybody else that's coming in. Let's see. Welcome in,
Peace, family.
Kenneth and Tamika. Uh, my favorite avatar, Miss Deborah Garrett. Yeah, I need to work on my discipline. That's my weakness to myself. Boss lady said she cut the
Mm.
meat out in 2020. Uh, got sun and lots of water, and after 5 months, I lost. Oh, I almost had no periods, and they were just light spotting, but the anemia got worse though. Mm. Maybe because your body
If you
needs
can
that iron
stomach
for the.
kale, yes,
Hmm.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
No, I was just saying, like, is the meat portion part like the iron that's needed for your body? But you said kale.
Kale and spinach. Kale will give you more protein than any meat you can eat. Spinach will also give you, broccoli gives you protein too, but broccoli can cause bloating and, gas. But kale and spinach, if you're really trying to get rid of meat, but make sure you keep your protein up, and protein is the most important macronutrient when it comes to losing weight. That is the most important macronutrient when it comes to, I can't stress that enough. So even if if you're just starting out and you're trying to reduce your meat because you want to reduce your cycle and, that blood flow, add kale, add spinach, and add a couple of protein shakes throughout your day. That will make a major difference in the way that you feel. You'll notice your weight come off faster. And also make sure you're drinking the appropriate amount of water each day, which basically is 64 ounces of water for an adult, but try to get up to a gallon. Listen to your body, though. Some people get water intoxication. They bloat,
Mm,
always consult with your naturopath or your medical doctor before you start any weight loss or any program for health and wellness. Make sure you go to a professional who can, assess your blood work and make sure that you're okay and that nothing that you're going to do is have an adverse effect. But for anybody, if you, as long as you don't have some type of disability or disorder where your body can't digest proteins appropriately, protein, sisters, listen, is your number one macronutrient when it comes to losing weight. Protein, protein, protein. I cannot stress that enough. And if you don't want to eat meat, one more time, y'all know how in school the teacher will repeat something 5 times when they want you to get it, or they write it down 4 or 5 times. Kale and spinach. Kale, spinach, protein, drink your water.
okay. Yeah, I'm with Tristan Natural. She said, well, I'm motivated, but my discipline and consistency is where I lack. Like I can like walk by
Yeah.
some like take a walk somewhere and I can smell food. I'm like, oh, what is that? What is that's
Me
different.
too.
So how
Trust
okay, so
me.
huh?
I was saying, trust me, it's the same for me. I still have my cake. I still eat what I want to eat. I do things in moderation. And when I first got with my fiance, I think we both gained like 10 pounds of happy weight. We lost it together too, because he's a trainer. Like, so we got it off, but we definitely put it on. So I still have my days, sisters. I still treat myself, but I consider treating myself, caring for myself too. True self care, that workout, that's just as important or more important than it is in going to eat that cupcake. So go love on myself after I do that. Okay, I let my taste buds have a little treat. Now I need to give my heart and my body that same type of care. So it really comes down to balance, comes down to balance. And consistency is just a must. It is a must. It is a must.
Okay. She said they have herbs in for anemia and yes, I eat kale and spinach. Okay, boss lady.
Awesome.
Okay. And good morning to Miss Swoop,
Awesome.
like me. How you doing? Welcome in. We are talking to Milah Renee over here. We have
Greetings.
almost 20 awesome people in here. I put her link in the description. I don't know if I was kind of rushing, I'm out of town, so family's like trying to text me and stuff, and she was like, know, I didn't even put up the thumbnail or anything. I was like, let me get to it. So yes, her link is in the description. Check her out. Now I did see that you were for a time doing live streams. Were you thinking about going back to doing live streams?
Whew, I will eventually, but as I shared with you off the YouTube, and I talk about it, I'm getting married very, very soon. So I've been focusing on that. And I kind of did an announcement to say, hey, November, I won't be doing too much, but after the first of the year, I will get back into the live streams because that's something that I do as well. It's not just the work. I'm an action person, but it's not just the workouts. I also like to talk about other things that affect Black women, relationships, our sisterhood. Sisterhood is so, so important. True sisterhood. Not that messy stuff, but building true sisterhood, how that affects us, how that helps our nation to be stronger by us being in order and in place as far as our roles when it comes to nation building. So I will have some more live streams coming very, very soon, but it won't be until after the wedding because that it's a lot. I can't
Okay.
even think straight.
Boss lady saying congratulations. And how do you say your
Thank
husband,
you.
your fiance channel?
Anubis, honey, he my husband. You can say husband, but Anubis TV.
He says, I always say you are what you eat. Oh, it jumped on me. Let me see. You are what you eat. You should be willing to sweat for it. Yeah, absolutely true. Absolutely true.
Absolutely.
Let me see.
That is true. You are what you eat.
Trisha, I would love to get my nutrition in check, weight lift, and cardio, walking or dancing consistently. Yeah, she's in her
Go
video. She's
for it.
always dancing. Yes.
That's awesome. That
Good
is
morning,
awesome.
Renee. So, like, describe. Okay, so you did say like you can eat the sweets, or you still eat, but you go afterwards. You go out and work out, like immediately, like after you like eat and then go out. Like, how do you? How's your plan? How's
Um, Basically for me, now I have my days. I have my days where I might have 2, 3 days where I just want some cookies. I will
Mhm.
not lie. I will not lie. I will not lie. And I'm gonna eat them. But this is what I do. This is, and it's something I've shared on my channel. Ladies, when you are ready, you need to understand and keep track of your macronutrients. So I downloaded an app. It's called Lose It. I hate to give them promotion because they're not black owned, but anyway, Lose It is a wonderful app, and basically, what it does, you put your target weight in where you're trying to go. It'll develop a plan for you based on your target. If you want to lose it slow or faster, I always say go in the middle because you want to keep things balanced and you don't want to do anything in a fad type of way. You want to make a lifestyle change as opposed to something quick. But anyway, in this app, as you put in your foods, it breaks down. Your macronutrients, which is your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. It'll tell you, okay, if you're having fat grams, for me, I'm under 50 grams a day. I can't go over 50 grams. So I know that, right? So I'll choose, if I know I want something really sweet, I try to eat something that is definitely under that 50 grams, but also considering the fact that I've got to, eat maybe more than once. If I'm not doing one meal a day. So I have to really calculate that. It makes me aware of what I eat. And also, when you have that food app, um you well, that's the main thing. You'll really be aware of what it is that you eat, because a lot of times we eat mindlessly. We eat when we're watching TV. We don't know how many calories we're consuming. We eat right before we go to bed. Not a big breakfast person until with my fiance. He's a breakfast person, so I'll make sure he has what he needs if he doesn't do it himself. But sometimes, like I said, when we got together, I gained a little weight because you're happy. You're not thinking. You're just eating. I'm feeding my man. I'm gonna feed myself. We kind of go through that phase, and I wasn't putting things in my app, and instantly I noticed, oh wow, I gained weight. Things, this has changed because I wasn't being mindful. So I do have what I want, but I always practice mindfulness when I eat, and I know that if I went over my fat grams, see, sometimes I'm still under. I can treat and still be under because my other meals are fairly healthy, and I don't have to rush to the gym. But if I know I've had 3 days when I'm feeling sad or something where I've just eaten something that I shouldn't eat, then I'll make that up with that equal amount of time in the gym. So if I had 3 days of eating poorly, I'll go 3 extra days, or I'll have 3 days where I do 2 a days. I said 3 days where I do 2 a days.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
just mindfulness, mindfulness.
They want to know the app. Is your fiance able to drop the name of that app so people can check it out? Because I do mindless
Um,
as well.
we all do. It's called Lose It. You'll see an orange scale. There are many apps. That's just the one that I've used. But I've seen several out there. But this one is called Lose It, just like that, LOSEIT, and it's an orange scale on Google Play or Apple Play, but it's there.
Okay. Elon Robert says sitting and eating is definitely something we all do unconsciously. Oh yeah. I'll just be like, okay, yeah, let me just grab some chips and figure out what I'm gonna be doing the rest of the week, and this just mindless.
Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
feel once I get that app and like check it out, I was like, oh, I made all this today because I don't even pay attention to what I eat, to be honest. Nuts and
And
fruits.
most of us don't.
Mm-hmm.
Most of us don't.
Let me see. Boss Lady said I snacked on fruits and nuts for a while. Wasn't hungry and hardly ate. That's what's up. That's what's up.
And the reason for that is because you were eating whole food. So you were actually getting nutrition instead of empty calories. Potato chips, cookies, things like that, that's just empty calories. So we're constantly hungry, but we're putting extra calories in our body. And of course, we know calories add up to fat. And when you want to lose weight, you have to be in that caloric deficit. You don't even necessarily have to work out. You just have to be in a caloric deficit. So even if I would recommend working out for your heart, because that matters, But even being in a caloric deficit, based on what you'll see when you plug your information into the app, you'll still lose weight. Because my first 30 days, my first month and a half of changing my lifestyle eating, I lost 30 pounds in a month. And I didn't go to the gym because I was huge. My knees, like I said, I was in pain. So there was no working out. There was none of that. So just creating that caloric deficit and whole foods definitely is going to make a difference in your body.
That's awesome. So Jewel said she used to weigh over 300 pounds, but after prioritizing my health and changing my mindset, I've successfully shed weight and now I'm down to 175 pounds. Congratulations.
Wonderful.
That is
Congratulations.
amazing.
Absolutely. Hmm. Yep.
If anybody has any
Yep.
kind
I
of
was up
questions,
to
feel free to leave
273
in the comment
after my last
section.
pregnancy. Hmm.
I think one of my first ventures when I first started. What's up, Jay Jordan and Reverend Terminator? When I first started doing YouTube, one of my first ventures, I used to do mukbangs a lot, like in the car, just sitting and eating. And that weight came on so fast. I said, "Oh no, no, this ain't it. This we're gonna do something else on YouTube because I'm not doing this." I feel like if I would have kept on doing that, I would have been like a good 250, 300 pounds.
Hmm.
Let me see. Okay, Sweet Thumb said started with sodas and fast food due to acid reflux. Took longer to get rid of acid reflux than to get it. Mm,
Yeah. And that's the same
we
thing with
definitely have
weight
to.
loss.
Yeah. Oh, like I want to lose weight and then I want to be healthy as well. Like I don't want to just lose weight and then just still. I think they go hand in hand. Like some people just like, oh, okay, well, I worked out, so like now I can just eat whatever I want. Let me see. We definitely have to kind of
That's where
decide
that's where discipline
what
comes
food
in.
intake we have. Uh-huh. Yeah, I agree. Let me see. Everybody saying hi. Okay, we are caught up. We is caught up. Hello,
Mhm.
Wellness with Frugal Mama. She goes live just about every morning, 7 a.m. Give us a nice little workout. Tell us what steps she's doing, how's it good for the body, and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, now we
Awesome.
we found you. So now that's why I was like, are you planning on doing more live streaming and stuff?
Definitely.
Let me
At the
see.
beginning
Jay
of
Jordan,
the
I'll
new
put
year,
this
I
out.
will be back on it.
Okay. No, we weren't able to do it, Reverend Terminator. Jay Jordan had his back was hurting. Let me see. Nobody else seems to have any other questions. Okay, so like what made you want to like put your journey on YouTube?
Um, that was a couple of things. Like I said, well, I mentioned with my last pregnancy, I got up to 273 pounds, and I'm only 5'3" and 3/4. I like to say 5'4", but I'm not. At any rate, I'm gonna be honest. So I gained so much weight because when you're older, that's what happens. So I just changed my mindset. Like I said, I started to do the things that were necessary and was just doing the work. And I was just sharing on Facebook. I was just sharing like little motivational things, took pictures of myself in the beginning, and just documented my journey. So initially, I'm a member of Anubis Gun Club and also a member of Black Liberation Movement in Mississippi. I'm the Ministers of Health and Wellness for that. And the way that happened is our commander, my brother Patrick Alexander, reached out to me and he was like, because he's been knowing me, so I've watched your journey. It is amazing. Like you literally lost over 100 pounds. You just did the work. He was like, how would you like to be the Ministers of Health and Wellness for the Black Liberation Movement? And of course, I'm sure because that's what I'm doing. And so, and then my daughter, as well as someone who we have an annual convention every year, the Building Power Summit in September. And I met a lady named Charlotte, and she was just really asking me about what I did because some people had spoke to her about my journey, and she found me on Facebook and was like, "Wow, that's amazing, and you just been sharing." And so, based on what she asked me, and I did a yoga session for the at the summit, and everybody that was there was like asking me like, well, why don't you put it on YouTube? And I'm like, I don't want to get on YouTube. I don't know anything about YouTube. I just do it on Facebook. And so just encouragement from them asking me in order to promote the Black Liberation Movement and Anubis Gun Club and all Black women in that regard. So
Uh-oh.
let me try to end
Okay.
that. I think that's somebody trying to call me.
Oh, okay.
Hold
I was like,
on.
what happened? What
I got it. And
I'll read this
listen,
while you
the
okay.
crazy,
See, Miss Telling the Truth Boss Lady
yeah.
said my body started uh-huh. Oh no, she was saying how her body started going in on her own. It's on my weight, my waist. Felt like somebody pulling my stomach. No exercise. Okay. Let me see. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Mila, Miss Mila? Uh-oh. Did you freeze up on us?
Am I back on?
There we go. Yep.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay, sorry about that. So you were recommended to start YouTube. It wasn't something that you
Yes,
actually
I
just
do
wanted to get
apologize,
into.
family. So that's just kind of how it started. People just asking me about it, and as a central location for people who weren't on Facebook or this or that. Like you should put it on YouTube and share with other women. And when I considered the fact after I did that presentation at the Build and Power Summit, I was like, wow, just doing the research, Black women are leading in clinical obesity. So basically, Black women are bigger than all women of all races. We're even bigger by weight than our own men, and a lot of us are shorter than our men, but we weigh more than our men, and that was just alarming to me. And then even with the sister who was asking me about doing the channel, she said, you know, I never knew about drinking water. I never knew that I needed to get enough rest to get my that I would never lose my weight on my stomach unless I started sleeping more. I never knew that. You know, thank you for sharing that on Facebook. Like, so let's put it out there on a greater scale. And so that's what I did. But believe it or not, you can get on YouTube and you'll have people who have been on your Facebook. They are like scared of YouTube. They won't go to the channel to do what you need to do what they need to do. So, but either rate, the channel, you know, people, you know, tapped in, they subscribed. It's growing pretty fast. I didn't, even expect it. But apparently, people are ready. People are ready to get their health and wellness in order, and they appreciate every avenue or every person that is coming out there on their platform and trying to promote health and wellness, because we just need it. We need to be healthier as a whole, especially Black women. We definitely have to make a dent in clinical obesity and reducing that for us.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like our people, a lot of people in our areas and stuff, we don't have that knowledge. So it's good that you are spreading the word and letting people know, it's possible.
Absolutely.
Good morning, Jigs.
It,
How you doing? And welcome in,
good
Nancy the
morning.
Scratcher. You can do it too, man. Jay George. That's my man. My man. We're gonna get married one day, but
Hi, man.
but he knows me the best out of everybody on YouTube. So like, I talk
hmm
about it a lot, but again, that mind control. Like I could just like I'm always wanting to try new restaurants. Like I said, I started off doing
hmm
mukbangs and food reviews and stuff like that. So food is always like it's a passion of mine. So I don't know. I don't feel as though I can go cold turkey. But if like there was some alternate options, maybe I could do that. But I like the fact that you said you do still eat meat and you eat in consideration and moderation. I mean,
hmm
and yeah, and then like go work out. I need to add
I
working out to
do,
my
but
regimen altogether.
and even if you started with 3 days a week, just set 3 days a week where you can commit to it. And once you, I mean, it's just like anything. You create the habit, it'll be just like brushing your
Oh, somebody
teeth.
else might be
Like
over there trying
uh oh, something happened.
to.
Did something happen? Did it go out again?
It did, but you're back now. Wellness with Frugal Mama said you don't have
Oh,
to go on the stream. I think it's because like when I do the health videos and I mean live streams and stuff, everybody's like, "Well, just eat this, just eat that," and I'm just like, I don't want to just eat lettuce. You know what I'm saying? I want to eat
please
good.
don't.
I still want to eat good, and I think that's
Listen,
what
I
my
still
mind is.
cook soul food for my family. I just find a healthier way to do it. I literally do. I even go live on Facebook. I'm going to start doing that more on YouTube as well, where I'm cooking foods that we normally eat, but just in a different way, prepared a little better, and then make sure you're eating in moderation. When you eat meat, we know it should be no bigger than your palm size. I don't even eat that much when I eat it. And I always eat in it's almost like I'm fixing a child's plate because I like to sample whatever it is that I have. I wait and see how I feel, and I don't eat fast. That's another thing too. A lot of the times we just eat. We like I said, it's mindless eating. We eat fast. If you slow down and properly chew your food, especially your meat, you'll realize that you have that feeling of being satisfied a lot sooner. In a good way, where you're truly satiated and not wanting to just eat to eat. You'll feel good because I don't eat to get full. I eat to not be hungry. Once I'm not hungry, that's it. I don't stuff. I don't go past it. I have before, and I suffer. I suffer greatly. So you learn the lesson. Sometimes I'll still bump my head every now and then if it's so good I just can't control it. Then I get back on. I get back in line. So again, it's not about perfection. It's just about being consistent, and being disciplined, and knowing that hey, I messed up, so now I just got to fix it. I got to fix it.
Right. Like I know, like back in like I love greens. Back in the day, my mom used to use ham hocks, so now like I use turkey. Instead of like using all the garlic salts and onion salt and all that stuff, use the powders. Like I don't know, I would love to see
Absolutely.
like I guess we have to connect on Facebook. Do you think you'll be able to like your Facebook go live on Facebook and YouTube one day
I will. I
to share
definitely
your
I
meals?
talked to my fiance about it. Yes. I'm going to share meals. I'm going to share different juicing recipes, smoothie recipes. I'll be doing all that after the new year. Like I said, I just have to get through the wedding and calm down after that. And then yeah, all of that. All of that is definitely coming because it's not just our physical. We have to eat better. We also I even do yoga as well, different stretching or meditation videos because it's an overall health and wellness, not just about working out. There's so much more to wellness than just the physical. So definitely that is coming.
Okay.
And I'm going to invite you on too, because we need to learn more about gardening and what we need to do in that regard. My mother-in-law is an avid gardener, but sometimes with women, we need to hear things and see women within our age range doing it before we think it's cool or, oh, I can do it. It's doable. She's a mom. She has a child. She's still able to do these things. I can do it too. Whereas if an older person is coming in telling us, oh, you got time, I ain't got that time. So we make a lot of excuses, so for them to see you gardening and things like that, that should motivate some to get started as well.
Okay. Yeah. Doing these live streams and things a lot. I'm kind of a newer gardener, but a lot of people who watch the show are gardeners. I have learned a lot though about gardening. I would love to be on your show one day. And a couple people
Absolutely.
were asking, "Could somebody please drop her link?" Miss Milah Renee. Someone said when you use StreamYard, you can connect all social medias at once if you go live. Huh? I just wonder, like, how would
I've
you
done it
on
before.
stream? Oh, you do. So how do you read
You
all the
just
comments in
select.
each?
You'll
Oh,
see it. You'll see it. Well, for me, I'll go live when I was doing my live shows. I would do. I would have two laptops open. I would have my phone and a laptop, and I can go back and forth with between each. You can comment. You can share comments from each. So yeah, you select it when you do Streamyard. You'll select. Go live on YouTube. Go live on Instagram and Facebook at the same time. So I've done that before as well. Yeah, you just make the selection, and that's it.
okay, okay. So let me see.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any other questions? I think Anne Marie or somebody is going to go get your link and they're going to drop it. Anybody else would like
Oh,
to
thank
drop your
you.
link while we're here? Yeah. Please drop MST or type MST and it'll drop your link automatically. Is there anything else that you would like people? What would you like for somebody who's just coming to your channel? What would you like them to learn from your channel? Like what will be the message?
Excuse me. Just that no matter your age, you can make the change if you want to. You've just got to, like I said, first and foremost, get your mindset in order and ready to do the work and understand that work is required. Quick fixes are just that. They don't really work. They make you feel good. They may make you look good, for a
Mhm.
period of time, but it won't change your lifestyle and it won't change your thinking. So I just want you all to be encouraged, that again, no matter the age you are, no matter the fitness level you are, you have to start. And everybody started somewhere. Everybody started somewhere. I started at 273 pounds, and now I fluctuate between 158, and I don't want to get down to 140 anymore because that's too small. But my weight, it kind of fluctuates, 160 somewhere in there, and it's been consistent for almost 3 years now. So again, once you start, thank you so much, Anne Marie, I appreciate it. But once you get started, sisters, create the habit. Like I said, it will be as simple as waking up when when you wake up in the morning, you brush those teeth before you go talk to people. I know you do. I know you do. So you will have that mindset to go work out, before you start. And also, I want you all to see, and the reason why I get up early and I go do it because we always have to serve ourselves, even our families, from that space of overflow. If you get up in the morning and you work, you get your workout in, you meditate, make sure you properly hydrate, you won't snap at your children. You'll be kinder to your husband or to your boyfriend. You won't feel like people are taking from you because you're full. Your cup is full. You already put that time into yourself, and if you do that you'll notice your weight change. You'll notice your health improve, and you'll notice that you bring better people into your life because you are what you attract. So that's another thing. If you're out there and you keep attracting people to your life who are taking from you, it's because they see that all you do is take from yourself. You don't pour into yourself. Pour into yourself first, and I guarantee you, your life will change because your mindset changed.
That's deep. I appreciate that one. Let me see.
Absolutely.
Nancy said, "What's a normal BMI?" That's a good question. Okay, now the questions are coming in. Let me see.
I would say
So,
go. You can go by that scale, but if you're a black woman, and I'm being honest, that scale really isn't for us. We don't have big bones, but our bone density is different. So you may want to add a couple of pounds or reduce the number by a few points, but you can go by that to give you a baseline. But it's not completely accurate, when it comes to black women. To be honest with you,
let's see. Tristan Ashley, are there any health or fitness challenges starting in January? Challenges usually help me get started. Um, Not really. I mean, we can come up over the summer. We did a 5 day no meat challenge. Like we were trying to find alternate options for eating, and that went well. Even in that 5 days, my body got a little lighter. I was happy for that. Even after the 5 days, I still went a couple more days without eating meat, and it went awesome. I did like that. I don't even. I think I just like gradually just went back to eating meat and just yeah. So I think a big part like in our community is just like sticking to it, and then like on top of that, like I'm a person who's always on the go, so I'm always eating out, and then finding healthier options outside the home is like non doesn't even exist. So I don't know. I've been trying to do like a little bit of meal prepping so I can just wait until I get home. I'm like, okay, there's food at the house. So yeah,
and
I'm
you
dying.
actually just answered.
Hmm?
Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
No,
Sorry.
I was just saying I was dying to like see your Facebook lives and stuff like that when you said you go live over there on Facebook and do healthier options. Like I would like to know because like I grew up eating greens and fried chicken. That's all I know. I don't know how to eat healthier, like our doctor make our stuff better for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the same for me. I had the same background, but I wanted to tackle two things. What you said about being on the go, that's the same for me. I'm constantly on the go, right? So, but I've learned to with that app, I'll pack things with me. Like I might have some grapes, I might have some almonds or whatever it may be. I'll have things with me. I will stop if I need to stop, but even when I stop, because for me, I've been using the app so long, I'm conditioned on if I eat this, I know I'm going to get this much of my proteins, my carbs, and my fats. I know I'm going to get this. So preparing in advance and always having something with you, especially fruit, because fruit, like the sister said earlier, is filling. So you'll be full. And the only time we want to eat something is, like I said, we're in that mindless pattern, or it's just like I should be eating at this time because I normally do. But if you feel full, you won't tend to want to eat on the go because you'll have things and those things will be readily available and you spent your money on it. You're not going to want to go buy something and you already got food with you right there in that cooler, in that bag, that purse. You're good to go. So doing that will definitely help you. And as far as I think Trish, what she asked about January, and she said that challenges usually help her get started. That is like something else I wanted to mention with my channel. That is key to my channel. Typically, we do a challenge every month. And I let everybody know for November because I'm planning my wedding. I can't do a challenge. I have too much coming very soon. But she's right. Those challenges help you to get started. That's what even helped me get started. And that first challenge was I'm challenged myself not to drink any sodas. And I dropped weight like crazy by just doing that. And that taught me to be consistent. And that taught me that if I'm disciplined, that is the win. Discipline is an honor. It is not punishment. Discipline is an honor, not punishment. So when we change our mindset to say, wow, I'm being really disciplined. I'm really loving myself. This is true self-love. Not me being this or that. No, me really saying you're worth it. You are worth this change. That discipline is how you honor yourself, that is how you honor yourself. So, and then of course, reciprocity will teach you how to love yourself. Why? Because whatever you put out, you receive. Whatever you put in will come out. So practicing those things, challenges, definitely, when you can find those, whether on my channel or any channel, do them because they'll give you a metric, something to follow. And a lot of times we need that. We need structure, just like children need structure. Adults still need structure, especially when we're trying to get our health and wellness in check. So, yeah, definitely do that.
Well, thank you.
What's your thought on
Let me see. You are
kombucha?
Robert
Love
said,
it.
yeah, kombucha. And welcome in Jill, and then also with that, Nancy B. the Scratcher said, "Do you have any ideas to reduce belly fat?" So
Um,
I was trying to catch up with
Unfortunately,
all the
there is no.
questions coming in.
Sorry, that's okay. I'm so sorry. Sorry, but let me see, Nancy. Yes. I tell everyone, and I've talked about this on the channel before as well. There's no way to spot reduce belly fat. It's an overall effort, right? So the first thing you have to do is, of course, make sure you're properly hydrating, reduce your bad carbs, and make sure that you're getting enough sleep at night. A lot of belly fat, of course, what we eat that has an issue, right? But when you are stressed, as most of us are in this day and age, we have increased cortisol levels, and cortisol makes us and hold on to body fat. It goes back to when we were hunter and gatherers surviving. You needed fat around your organs to protect your body. You needed fat there to help your body to be able to sustain during the months when maybe foraging wasn't as good, hunting wasn't as good. Yet that belly fat helped us there. Unfortunately, it's not something that went away with evolution. We still will get too fat if we're too stressed, if we overeat. So it's got to be an overall thing. Your cardio, making sure you're hydrated, getting enough rest, drinking enough water, and all those things. And if I may say this, sisters, avoid waist trainers, please. They do not work. They do not work. They do not work. They do not work. The only waist trainer is you training your waist. Yes, they may make you feel shrunk in. You're gonna, they don't work. They damage your organs over time. So you deal with incontinence as you get older. There's just so many things that they do to take away from us. And eventually, what they do is you think it's making your core stronger or smaller. It really just makes your core weaker. So it's a process,
Mm.
Miss Nancy. You got to just do the work.
Okay, welcome in Miss Vom and VOM. I'm sorry, and Bayou Sugar Garden, sugar, and Sweet Thumb said, "Does it have to be
Love
labeled
that
as some
name.
kind of diet to be eating whatever all the time?" Uh, I don't think so.
Does it have to be labeled as some kind of diet? I don't think it has to be labeled as any type of. I mean, I wouldn't even. It's just you knowing that you need to eat better. There's no label to that. It's just being accountable as an adult, and us just telling ourselves, hey, I don't need this, I don't need that, or just again being mindful, journaling, paying attention to how you feel when you eat. If you know you have a day and I ate really, really bad this day, I felt bad, the next day after, and so forth and so on. So just accountability. It doesn't have to be a name. Just eat to live. Don't live to eat.
All right, Boss Lady is in agreement with you. Yes, Nancy, please just eat right. Dance that popular on social media. Stand in one spot and move side to side. Yeah, just the small things. Just doing something. Wow, I'm glad I'm hearing this, says Jill's comfort zone. I was just about to buy a waist trainer. I can imagine, like, you just squeezing all that. I wouldn't invest in one.
Please don't.
Let me see.
Please don't.
Let me see. Said
Your best
pass.
bet, like I said, is do those things, but make sure you incorporate cardio. Incorporate cardio and increase your protein, and you will see you'll drop weight really, really quickly. Not saying that that's the goal, but if you're really trying to drop, and maybe that'll help keep you motivated to keep going, um, your water intake, increase your cardio, and your protein, and you will see a drop. I don't like giving out necessarily quick fixes, but like I said, if you just need that motivation to see yourself change, try that. It will work. Trust me, I've done it several times.
Well, thank you again for coming in. Let me see. I'm trying to see if anybody else has any questions. VOM says she definitely has to catch the replay. Me and VOM, we both have a love for cucumbers. I think that was one of the things that drew me to your channel. You was like, "Oh, cucumbers are good for you." I was like, "Okay, she's part of the cucumber clique too." No, I could eat a cucumber a day, no problem. If I could just go
Good.
in the kitchen and just meal prep and yeah, I see a better
That's why
future. I see a
your
better.
skin is so beautiful. You're eating cucumbers. They make a
Oh,
difference.
well, thank you. Well, I guess we don't. Does anybody else have any other questions? Or anything? Well, thank you again so much for coming on. Is there anything else that you would like to share with the people before we dip out?
Just keep pushing, family. Just keep going for it and putting yourself first. Put yourself first so that you can take care of others. Love yourself first so that you can love everyone else in your life that you love. That's it.
If it's just not eating all the time. Uh, Thank you. I need motivation. Dropping some pounds. I have increased the protein. Need to get moving and lifting weights. Yeah, I need to get up and do something. It's easy to talk about it, but just getting up and actually doing it is the key. So yeah,
Absolutely.
I look forward. Like she said,
Absolutely.
she's finna get married. So look for her after November. When you say you be
Yay.
back to the regular scheduled program.
I'll be back January, the beginning of the technical new year. I'll be back in January for sure. I'll be sharing shorts here and there, but I won't be doing any full live streams until after this is finalized.
Okay, congratulations again. Amanda said, my bladder. I wish I would wear a waist trainer. Everybody
Come
said
on, I'm
congratulations on
telling
your
you.
wedding.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you
Well,
so much.
congratulations
Thank you. Thank you.
again, and best of luck of all the planning and all the kind of stuff. Let's see.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. So
Thank you.
let me see. So in the meantime, like, are you gonna do like shorts or anything on your channel, or just here and there kind of
Yes,
thing?
I'll definitely keep sharing shorts. And definitely that won't stop, sharing tips as I go throughout. Just haven't been as active as I want to be, but again, it's coming at the first of the year. But yeah, you'll still see some, and like I said, I am on social media under Moments with Mila and Mila Moments on YouTube and Instagram. So a lot of times my information, I'll just post it on there real quick in the stories. It kind of goes away, but because I'll have the time. But YouTube, sometimes, sorry, getting over something here. But sometimes the editing, I just don't have time. So
Okay. Let me see. Miss Telling Truth Boss Lady said, "Oh, it's your Facebook page again, and welcome in, growing what I eat."
it is Mila Moments, Milah Moments, Moments.
Okay. So thank everybody for coming in and meeting our new friend Mila Renee. We're gonna be seeing her after the New
Absolutely.
Year's. I'm
Yes.
finna check out this hotel
Yes,
and keep
and
it.
enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your time with your family. I saw y'all were cooking, and so enjoy yourself. Nothing like family. Enjoy.
Okay, thank you again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing what you got going on idea wise on your channel in January. So I'm
Absolutely.
looking forward.
Likewise. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I appreciate you reaching out. Thank you so much.
No problem. Everybody, you guys have a good day. Sunday I will be going live. I'll post that after here. I don't want to promote another person while I'm that's just disrespectful. So anyway,
It's okay.
thank you so much. Thank you again so much. I appreciate you coming
Absolutely.
on. Everybody have a
Absolutely.
great
Thank you.
weekend and stay safe and healthy and well. And we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Peace.